With $7 for a cup of coffee in New York, you can easily afford 3 hearty meals, a good beer, and a ride home in this country. The women here are charming and graceful. Though strong in the business world, they quietly dedicate an extra 5 hours each day to unpaid family care. Welcome to real life in Vietnam, a place with underground caverns large enough to hold a 40-story Manhattan building, where people are passionate about coffee with rich egg yolks, and where street food is a culinary challenge for even American master chefs. If you enjoyed this glimpse into Vietnam, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories and insights from around the world. Number 1. The S-shaped strip of land. Looking at a map, Vietnam is shaped like an S along the East Sea coast. With an area of approximately 127,000 square miles, the country is only about the size of the U.S. state of New Mexico. Despite its modest size, Vietnam possesses a very diverse topography. In the north is the 10,326-foot-high Phan Xipang Peak. Running along the country's spine is the rugged Truong Son mountain range, famous during the Vietnam War. Americans still commonly refer to it as the Ho Chi Minh Trail, stretching 10,000 miles, nearly half the Earth's circumference. While the Truong Son Range offers an advantage in terms of high altitude, the plains witness the creation of the 150-mile-long Cu Chi tunnels, dug entirely with manual tools. Down south are the fertile Red River Delta and the Mekong Delta. This region supplies a huge amount of agricultural products, making the country the world's #1 exporter of cashew nuts and pepper. Furthermore, Vietnam consistently ranks among the top 2 rice exporters. With a coastline stretching 2,025 miles, Vietnam boasts not only the stunning Ha Long Bay, but also serves as an economic and military bridge between Asian superpowers, situated near the vital $5 trillion shipping lanes of the South China Sea. The climate here is also remarkably varied. While the north experiences cold winters, sometimes even snowfall on the high mountain peaks, the south enjoys year-round tropical sunshine. Imagine experiencing sub-zero temperatures and snowfall in the northern mountains, only to find yourself in the south after a 2-hour flight, enjoying coconut water in 35 degrees Celsius sunshine. This geographical diversity has shaped a rich and diverse anthropological landscape with 54 ethnic groups. Although the Kin people constitute the majority at 85%, communities such as the Thai, Muong, and Khmer have created their own languages and cultures. This diversity is also clearly reflected in the beauty of women from each region. Let's explore this further in the next section. Number 2. Vietnamese women are beautiful, but face a lot of pressure. When it comes to East Asian beauty, Vietnamese women are often ranked among the top. Their allure varies by region and stems from a long history of cultural exchange with the Chinese, French, and American communities. You'll find that girls in the north possess an elegant, classic beauty. Conversely, girls in the south exude a healthy, vibrant beauty with a more free-spirited fashion sense. Vietnamese women are very protective of their skin. They've created a street culture nicknamed Ninja Lead, where women wear sun-protective clothing, masks, and sunglasses while driving in the hot weather. However, once inside a shopping mall, they transform into incredibly stylish ladies. At scenic spots, it's easy to spot Vietnamese women wearing the graceful áo dai. This traditional garment is designed with 2 high-slit panels to accentuate the wearer's curves while maintaining modesty. In reality, don't let that seemingly fragile appearance fool you, because Vietnamese women are highly educated and very ambitious. The female workforce accounts for 70% of the population. The country also leads Southeast Asia in the percentage of women on corporate boards. A prime example is Nguyen Thi Puong Thao, the first self-made female billionaire and the CEO of the billion-dollar airline Vietjet Air. In their family lives, they also wield significant financial power, making decisions on over 80% of major purchases. Despite their success in society, Vietnamese women still face immense pressure from traditional values. The norm is that women must be capable of managing everything. So even a powerful female CEO must still cook and care for her family. On average, they spend more than hours a day on unpaid housework. Fortunately, the concept of marriage is changing dramatically. Today, many modern women choose to focus, on their careers and marry later. Girls are now more willing to seek love through online dating apps, instead of getting married through arranged marriages as before. Want to know the secret to winning over a charming and strong-willed Vietnamese girl? Write to in the comments below. Number 3. The most captivating cuisine on the planet. Legendary chef Gordon Ramsay once declared that if he had been born in Vietnam, he would only be a bad chef because the cuisine here is incredibly diverse. While Western cuisine is primarily dairy-based, Vietnamese dishes adhere to the principle of yin and yang, balancing sour, spicy, salty, sweet, and bitter flavors. Vietnam's image on the international map is closely linked to pho, a dish that frequently appears in CNN's global food rankings. Next is banh mi, the king of street food, offering a premium taste experience at an incredibly affordable price. Bun cha is also globally famous, having been dined at a small eatery by President Obama. The table he sat at is now permanently preserved in a glass case. Moving to central Vietnam, you can enjoy bun bo hue with its royal flavor, the rustic quang noodles of Da Nang, or bun cha and nem nuong of Nha Trang. The southern region makes a strong impression with dishes like broken rice, noodle soup, grilled snakehead fish, and crispy Vietnamese pancakes. Besides famous dishes, Vietnamese cuisine also boasts many dishes that challenge the limits of tourists. Blood pudding is one example, a dish using unprocessed animal fluids. Next is char ruoi, a dish made from polychaeta worms living in brackish water. Balut, fertilized duck egg, is also a popular street food. This is a developing duck embryo that is boiled and served with Vietnamese coriander to balance the egg's cold properties. The most challenging experience is coconut beetle larvae, a type of larva served still alive and wriggling. After a hearty meal, you absolutely must try a famous Vietnamese drink that requires no elaborate preparation: coffee. Vietnamese coffee is so strong that many tourists say just 1 cup will give you enough energy to complete a week's work. The two most famous types are iced black coffee and coconut coffee. Let's explore them in more detail later.
So, which of these drinks have you tried in Vietnam? Go ahead and share them with us. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more adventures and local discoveries. Number 4. Vietnamese coffee is famous worldwide. Globally, 1 in 3 cups of coffee consumed is Robusta from Vietnam. The country is currently the world's second largest coffee exporter after Brazil. Each year, it supplies approximately 1.7 million tons, accounting for 40% of the world's total Robusta production. Vietnamese coffee is only grown in the highlands of the Central Highlands, a region with an average altitude of over 500 meters above sea level. Just a single period of bad weather in the Central Highlands is enough to cause the price of an espresso in London to skyrocket. Besides its enormous production, Vietnam also distributes some pretty expensive products. While a kilogram of Robusta costs around $3.50, premium natural civet coffee can fetch up to $3,000. These beans undergo a natural biological transformation, then are harvested and roasted, creating a unique sweet aftertaste. The beverage selection here is also extremely diverse, with twice the caffeine content of Arabica, plus the slow drip extraction method through metal filters. A glass of iced black coffee here honestly, possesses a primal strength. Many international tourists admit they stay alert for a whole week after drinking a glass of iced black coffee. However, Vietnamese people don't just drink the original coffee, they also create many other types of beverages. In Hanoi, you absolutely must try egg coffee. This signature drink is a blend of egg yolk, condensed milk, and coffee. National Geographic magazine has, likened it to the Vietnamese cappuccino, priced at only $1.50. The pinnacle of Vietnamese beverages is also shown in iced milk coffee. Taste Atlas has honored this drink as the top spot on its list of the world's best coffees, placing it right alongside Italy's famous ristretto. The combination of strong coffee, sweet milk, and ice creates an irresistible appeal for tourists. Meanwhile, to cope with the tropical climate, coconut coffee is the preferred choice. The layer of finely crushed ice with rich coconut milk not only balances the bitterness of the coffee, but also provides a perfect refreshing drink. Number 5. The Kingdom of Motorcycles. You might be shocked to learn that the number of motorbikes in Vietnam is greater than the combined population of England and France. This Southeast Asian nation has approximately 75 million motorbikes in circulation. A family of 4 typically owns 3 to 4. In major cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, motorbikes account for up to 94% of daily traffic. The popularity of motorbikes stems entirely from economic considerations and practicality. A motorbike costs between $800 and $2,000, while even the cheapest cars reach $18,000. The income disparity and the tax system applied to cars directly reinforce the motorbike's position. Furthermore, this type of vehicle can navigate through intricate alleyways and has become a means of livelihood for millions of people. The motorbike's ability to carry goods is also incredibly impressive. From a family of 5 and a bulky refrigerator to a tall potted plant, everything can fit comfortably on a motorbike as it travels through the city. Vehicle handling here is highly flexible. Motorbikes rarely stay in fixed lanes, instead filling every available space. Even a gap of about half a meter wide is enough for a motorbike to immediately move forward. The extremely high population density forces traffic participants to develop incredibly keen spatial awareness. Drivers also rarely use rear-view mirrors, instead combining their hearing to listen for engine sounds and their vision to anticipate the direction of oncoming traffic. Of course, this enormous number of vehicles also creates significant pressure on the environment and urban order. Motorbikes are involved in 90% of traffic accidents annually. However, thanks to the average speed in the city being only about 20 to 30 kilometers per hour, tourists rarely encounter serious risks. Crossing the road thus becomes an art form. You just need to step onto the road and maintain a slow pace or raise your hand to signal. Local drivers will automatically calculate their trajectory and maneuver past you very smoothly. Okay, so, number 6, things that are illegal abroad but common in Vietnam. In the United States, consuming alcoholic beverages in public can get you into legal trouble, but in Vietnam, it's perfectly legal. Enjoying drinks on the sidewalk is like an integral part of the local street culture. The country actually ranks among the top 10 beer consumers in the world, averaging about 40 liters per person per year. Every night, from humble eateries to upscale restaurants, the air is filled with the sounds of clinking glasses. The characteristic hot and humid tropical monsoon climate has really fueled the explosive growth of the beverage industry. Besides local brands, people in rural provinces also brew traditional drinks infused with endemic animals and reptiles. However, to control urban traffic safety, the government has now enacted a law absolutely prohibiting driving under the influence of alcohol. Vietnamese sidewalks are also centers of a microeconomy with incredibly cheap services. A makeshift chair and mirror are enough to operate a barbershop costing between $2 and $4. This flexible business model completely eliminates the high cost of renting commercial space in urban centers. A major difference in healthcare is the high rate of over-the-counter drug transactions, reaching like 90%. Pharmacies function as quick medical consultation stations. Customers only need to describe their basic symptoms to receive prepackaged doses in small bags to take home. This practice actually originated decades ago when people sought to optimize costs and save time waiting at overcrowded public hospitals. A cultural topic that sparks much debate is the consumption of meat from domesticated animals. It was once a popular dish in rural areas, costing around $20. Demographic changes and the international integration of the younger generation have raised public awareness. Currently, a strong wave of boycotting pet food is sweeping through major cities. Number 7. If you're enjoying these insights into Vietnam's evolving culture, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Famous tourist attractions. Visiting Vietnam, you will be able to admire incredibly spectacular geographical and architectural wonders. First is Ha Long Bay, a natural heritage site honored 3 times by UNESCO. It boasts 1,969 islands, accounting for 2/3 of the country's total island population. Geological survey data indicates that the system of giant limestone towers here has undergone a geological formation process spanning over 500 million years. Each year, this bay welcomes over 2.2 million international tourists. The trend for 2026 is experiencing cruises and kayaking through caves to explore secluded lakes. While Ha Long Bay offers an open-air beauty, Son Doong Cave is a magnificent underground world. The cave ceiling reaches 656 feet, large enough to contain an entire New York City street with 40-story skyscrapers. Deep within lies a dense forest and a microclimate ecosystem that creates its own clouds. The formation of this wonder originated from a massive geological fault combined with a fast-flowing underground river eroding the limestone over 300 million years. To explore, you must register a year in advance as conservation limits only allow 1,000 participants. Architecturally, Hoi An ancient town was a bustling international trading port from the 16th century and a melting pot of Vietnamese, Japanese, and Chinese cultures. Historically, the volume of goods transported through this port contributed up to 1/3 of the total trade income of the entire central region. In 2026, it continued to be the most eco-friendly destination, with over 1,100 intact wooden architectural structures. In the south, Tai Rang Floating Market represents the vibrant commercial life of the Mekong Delta. Around 300 boats gather every early morning for trade. The advertising method here is extremely visual, using bamboo poles. Customers can tell what the boats are selling just by looking from afar, except for one rule: everyday clothing hung on poles is absolutely not for sale. Number 8. Culture shocks. In the mountainous region of northern Vietnam, a rather unusual marriage custom of the Hmong people once existed. According to this custom, a young man could abduct a girl to take home as his wife. But, in reality, according to tradition, this was merely a symbolic ritual, when the two had already developed feelings for each other. The abduction was intended to alleviate the financial burden on the groom's family in preparing expensive dowry gifts of livestock and silver. However, negative changes in recent times have increased the rate of illegal child marriage, forcing authorities to make efforts to eliminate it. Meanwhile, in large cities, the early morning life also has a very distinctive character. From 5 o'clock in the morning, public spaces are packed with elderly people participating in activities such as Tai Chi or health-promoting dance. Outdoor exercise equipment is always operating at full capacity. Along with this habit comes a highly successful chain of sidewalk breakfast services. Sidewalk iced tea stalls are another interesting piece of the puzzle. Low colorful plastic chairs provide a space for absolute equality. Here, a manager and a driver can sit at the same table sipping a drink, costing only 20 cents. This business model maximizes the use of sidewalks, creating sustainable livelihoods for tens of thousands of unskilled workers, without requiring large capital investments. Finally, there's the enormous passion for street karaoke. From after 7 o'clock in the evening, residential areas become bustling with the sounds of portable karaoke systems. Vietnam is currently one of the largest markets for portable speakers in Southeast Asia. People from all walks of life use karaoke to relieve stress. To control noise, many local authorities have implemented fines of up to $80 for nighttime noise violations. Number 9. A rich festival calendar. Vietnam maintains approximately 8,000 festivals each year. And, honestly, the Lunar New Year holiday is the most prominent event. This is really a time for families to reunite and practice ancestor worship. Consumer spending during this holiday can account for up to 15% of the country's total annual retail sales of goods and services. People get busy decorating their homes with peach blossoms and apricot blossoms, and of course, preparing traditional dishes like ban chung and ban tet, which are traditional Vietnamese rice cakes. Notably, there's the first visitor ritual, which involves choosing a successful person to enter the house first after midnight to ensure good fortune for the next 365 days. The Huang Pagoda Festival in Hanoi lasts from January to the end of March in the lunar calendar. Despite the extended duration, the crowds are honestly extremely high. Thousands of iron boats travel up and down the Yen Stream every morning, transporting visitors to the Son Doong Cave complex. The next major event is the Hung King's Commemoration Day on the 10th day of the 3rd lunar month in Pu Tho, honoring the founding kings. On average, about 4 to 5 million people make pilgrimages to Nghia Lin mountain peak each year. The Mid-Autumn Festival on the 15th day of the 8th lunar month brings a vibrant atmosphere of entertainment. Streets are densely packed with lanterns of all shapes and sizes, accompanied by the rhythmic movements of lion and dragon dance troupes. The culinary symbol of this occasion is, honestly, various types of mooncakes and glutinous rice cakes filled with lotus seeds or salted egg yolk, enjoyed by people under the moonlight. Number 10. Cost of living in Vietnam. For just $7 you can cover 3 meals and take a grab ride in Vietnam, while the same cost in a city like New York is equivalent to a cup of coffee. Vietnam is currently among the top 5 countries with the most affordable cost of living in Asia. Up to 89% of expats residing here express absolute satisfaction with their standard of living. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more tips and insights on expat life in Vietnam. With a monthly income of $2,000, one can enjoy high-end services such as hiring a personal assistant, dining at Michelin-starred restaurants, and accumulating investments, things that are almost impossible in Western countries. Food costs are the clearest example. A standard bowl of pho costs $2 and banh mi is only about $1. Street-side draft beer is priced at around 25 cents a glass. A group of 5 to 7 people can enjoy it comfortably for just $10. The real estate market for accommodation also shows a significant disparity. The cost of renting a fully furnished luxury apartment in Ho Chi Minh City is still lower than the cost of renting a parking space in Manhattan or London. In the affordable segment, older apartment buildings have monthly rents ranging from just $150 to $250. Telecommunications and healthcare also boast extremely competitive prices. A high-speed 4G data package costs only $5 per month. A general health checkup including an MRI at a JCI-certified international hospital costs around $300, significantly less than the $5,000 in the US. Thanks to the total cost of basic living remaining around $600, foreign language teachers earning between $1,500 and $2,000 can save up to 70% of their income to build long-term financial foundations. Number 11. Tips to keep in mind when visiting Vietnam. Beginning your exploration of this country requires careful preparation regarding entry procedures. Except for citizens of visa-exempt countries, most visitors need to apply for a permit. The most modern method is the electronic visa system, with a fee of $25. Recently, this online permit system has been expanded to citizens of all countries worldwide. Traveling the streets will be an unforgettable experience due to the dense concentration of motorbikes. If you're not confident riding a motorbike, ride-hailing apps like Grab or ZaloPay SM are safe and economical alternatives. Traditional taxi companies also operate continuously to serve passengers. The explosion of these technology platforms has provided transparent pricing thanks to global positioning algorithms, while also breaking down language barriers between tourists and drivers. The local people are always warmly hospitable. However, when visiting religious sites, tourists should wear modest clothing that covers their shoulders and knees. Removing shoes and leaving them outside before entering the main worship areas is mandatory. This practice stems from the East Asian philosophy of maintaining absolute cleanliness in spaces connected to the spiritual world, completely separating them from the dirt and grime of secular life. In traditional markets, price negotiation is a basic communication skill. Tourists should bargain politely to get to the best deal. Small traders often inflate initial prices by 20 to 30% to account for supply fluctuations. However, this rule absolutely does not apply in shopping malls or retail chains where prices are fixed. Foreign currency exchange should be done at a bank to ensure accurate exchange rates. Even with the widespread adoption of digital payments, having small denominations of cash readily available is still essential for a complete street food experience. Number 12. The world's most difficult language. Vietnamese is currently among the most difficult languages to learn in the world. The core challenge lies in its 6-tone system defined by diacritical marks attached to vowels. These 6 tones demand absolute precision, as even a small deviation in pitch can completely alter the meaning. Linguistically, a basic syllable like ma, ghost, can carry 6 completely separate meanings, from ghost to mother, depending on the accompanying diacritical mark. Many foreigners living here for 5 years still cannot distinguish between the question mark and the tilde, because the range of these 2 tones is almost identical in the fast-paced communication of native speakers. If tones are the sound barrier, then the system of address is an extremely complex grammatical network. While English operates using basic pronoun pairs, Vietnamese branches out into dozens of titles. This system is deeply influenced by traditional Confucian ideology, where family and social order and discipline are paramount. Word choice is closely dependent on age, social hierarchy, and level of communication. The uniqueness of the Vietnamese language lies in its application of Latin characters to express East Asian visual thinking. In the 17th century, Western missionaries used the European alphabet to transcribe the indigenous sound system, giving birth to the Quoc Ngu script. As a result, it is one of the few languages in Southeast Asia that uses the Roman alphabet, but possesses the most intricate system of diacritical marks. In practice, Vietnamese people use the word oi as a particle after a name, but due to differences in the structure expressing emotion, tourists often turn it into an independent exclamation. With these 12 pieces completed, we've established a more comprehensive and logical understanding of Vietnam.